You've been taught to fear chaos, to avoid it at all costs. From childhood, you've been told to crave order, to build routines, to control every detail of your life. But let me ask you this. If order was really the answer, why do so many people who have it all together still feel empty inside? What if the thing you've been running from, uncertainty, risk, even failure, is not your enemy at all? What if it's your greatest teacher? Friedrich Nietzsche, one of the most misunderstood philosophers in history, argued that chaos isn't something to fear. It's the very condition for growth, creativity, and personal power. And today, I want to walk you through Nietzsche's radical philosophy and show you how, by embracing chaos instead of fighting it, you can transform your life in ways you never thought possible. By the end of this video, you won't just see chaos differently, you'll actually want it in your life. Chapter 1. Why we fear chaos. Let's start here. Why do we fear chaos in the first place? Picture this. You lose your job. The bills start piling up. Friends drift away. Suddenly, life feels out of control. Your first instinct? Panic. You want to rebuild stability as fast as possible. This reaction isn't random. It's wired into us. Our brains crave patterns. Order makes us feel safe. That's why people cling to routines, rules, even toxic relationships, because the known feels safer than the unknown. But Nietzsche flips this on its head. He says, order isn't always strength. Sometimes order is just a cage. It keeps us stuck in what we know instead of what we could become. Think about it. Has there ever been a time in your life when things were stable, predictable, even comfortable, but deep inside, you felt stuck, maybe bored, maybe dead inside? That's because too much order suffocates growth. And Nietzsche knew it. He believed chaos is not destruction. Chaos is raw, untapped potential. It's the soil out of which greatness grows. Think of a forest fire. It looks like devastation, trees collapsing, smoke everywhere. But that same fire clears the ground, releases nutrients, and makes space for stronger trees to grow. Chaos in your life does the same thing. Chapter 2. Nietzsche's philosophy of becoming. For Nietzsche, life is not about staying the same. It's not about clinging to safety. It's about becoming, constantly transforming, breaking yourself down, rebuilding stronger. He wrote, "You must be willing to burn in your own flame. How could you rise anew if you have not first become ashes?" Think about that for a moment. Burning in your own flame. Letting parts of you, maybe weak habits, old beliefs, outdated versions of yourself, burn away. It sounds painful, and it is. But that's how you rise stronger. That's how you evolve. History gives us endless examples. Take Steve Jobs, fired from Apple, the very company he founded, humiliated, lost. For most people, that chaos would have been the end. But for him, it was the beginning. That period of chaos gave birth to Pixar, Next, and ultimately, the rebirth of Apple, which changed the world. Without that collapse, there would be no iPhone, no MacBook, no Apple as we know it. Chaos was the soil of his greatest creations. The same is true for countless innovators, artists, leaders. Without chaos, there is no transformation. Chapter 3. The Dance with Chaos. Now here's where Nietzsche gets truly radical. He doesn't just say chaos is necessary. He says we should dance with it. Not fight it, not resist it. Dance with it. Think of martial arts. The best fighters don't resist force with force. They flow. They redirect energy. They use the opponent's momentum to their advantage. Chaos works the same way. When life throws uncertainty at you, a breakup, a job loss, an unexpected challenge, you have two choices. You can resist, complain, collapse, or you can flow with it, adapt, and transform that energy into growth. Nietzsche believed suffering itself was not the problem. Running from it was. Pain is inevitable, but it's also the forge that shapes character. Every storm, every collapse, every uncertainty is a test. Not why me, but who will I become through this? Chaos is not the enemy. Chaos is the training ground. Chapter 4. The hero's journey through chaos. Every great story follows the same pattern. The hero's journey, and at the center of every hero's journey, chaos. Batman loses his parents. Chaos. Harry Potter discovers he's marked by Voldemort. Chaos. Iron Man is trapped in a cave, facing death. Chaos. But here's the key. Without chaos, there is no hero. That collapse, that uncertainty, is the call to adventure. The same is true for your life. Your chaos, the breakup, the failure, the rejection, the unexpected challenge, is your call to adventure. It's the moment that forces you to grow into someone you never imagined you could be. Nietzsche's own life was proof. He lived with constant illness, solitude, and rejection. He never achieved fame in his lifetime. In fact, most people dismissed him. But out of that chaos came some of the most profound ideas humanity has ever seen. He turned his suffering into wisdom, a gift to the world. Your chaos can do the same. Chapter 5, Practical Ways to Embrace Chaos. Now let's make this real. How do you actually embrace chaos in your daily life? Nietzsche wasn't telling us to seek pain for no reason. He wasn't glorifying suffering. He was saying, when chaos comes, and it will, meet it differently. Here are 3 ways. 1. Reframe the story. Stop asking, why is this happening to me? Start asking, what is this teaching me? Chaos is always carrying a lesson. The quicker you find it, the faster you grow. 2. Lean into uncertainty. We avoid risk because we crave safety. But safety breeds stagnation. Try something new. Launch that project. Take that trip. Talk to that person. Put yourself in situations where the outcome is unknown. That's controlled chaos, and it's where you grow. 3. Create your dancing star. Nietzsche's most famous line, one must still have chaos in oneself to give birth to a dancing star. That means the struggle, the uncertainty, the pain, it's all raw material. Out of it, you can create something beautiful. Article, a business, a new version of yourself. Your chaos is not wasted, it's fuel. Chapter 6, Audience Reflection, Engagement. Now I want you to pause and reflect. What's the biggest chaos in your life right now? Maybe it's financial struggles. Maybe it's a breakup. Maybe it's uncertainty about your career or future. Instead of seeing it as punishment, what if you saw it as your training ground? What if this chaos is shaping you into the person you're meant to become? Drop your answer in the comments. I want to know, what chaos are you embracing right now? Because here's the truth. You're not alone in this. Everyone watching this video is fighting their own storm, and by sharing, we turn chaos into community. Chapter 7, Closing the Loop. Let's go back to the beginning. You were taught to fear chaos, but Nietzsche shows us chaos is not the end. It's the beginning. The forest fire that destroys also gives life. The storm that terrifies also clears the air. The collapse you dread may be the foundation of your rebirth. Nietzsche wasn't saying life would be easy. He was saying it would be worth it. The choice is yours. Will you cling to order and safety, never truly growing? Or will you step into chaos, dance with it, and discover the power waiting on the other side? Remember his words. One must still have chaos in oneself to give birth to a dancing star. So when chaos knocks on your door, don't hide, don't fight, step into it, because that chaos is not your enemy. It's your greatest teacher. If this video opened your mind, hit the like button so more people can see it. Subscribe for more deep philosophy turned into practical life lessons. And most importantly, in the comments, tell me, what chaos are you embracing right now? Together, let's not just survive chaos. Let's transform it. Because the world doesn't need more people hiding from storms. It needs more people who can dance in the middle of them.